Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be doing a merch haul tour video. This is where I share with you some of the new goodies that are coming to my Etsy shop, and oh boy is this an exciting one. If you are subscribed here on the channel, you would have seen in my last studio vlog I revealed these giant tarot prints, but this stuff is just so good. The prints, the stickers, I have some summerween stickers too that have not had their moment to shine. All sorts of just really fun stuff to kind of kick off spooky season up ahead. Super excited, and I just felt like all this stuff needed its own little video. So in this video, I'm gonna be kind of just sharing with you the new stickers, the prints, all that good stuff up close and personal, so you can kind of take a look before you pick anything up from my shop if you would like to. And if you are watching this video, these items are available now. Stickers, prints, and what is left of the summerween stickers. Very low quantity on these summerween stickers, just a heads up on that. I also, on this new merch, which I may have also mentioned in the studio vlog as well, but I have very low quantity of these things as well because I was dabbling with sort of a new item, right? Getting these prints made was pretty intense, obviously, because of the size of them, the quality of them that I got made, and I'll talk about that a little bit more when I start to kind of tour those. But also the stickers. I got very small quantities of kind of all of this stuff. And the reason why I decided to start to go back and get some tarot stuff printed was because I had an in-person event, and I just thought that the tarot cards would make such great prints. And this is the first time ever I've had prints like this made. So it's really, really exciting. But now that that in-person event is over and wrapped up, I have now all of the inventory back in my studio and ready to go into my Etsy shop. So again, before we get into the items, all of this is available now. I will pin a link in the comment as well as a link to my shop down below. You can go check it out. And of course, my patrons over on Patreon, they get a shop discount that they get to use at checkout. If you've been thinking about joining my Patreon, maybe now's the time. Grab yourself a discount and then hop on over and get some of these fun limited little tarot goodies. Okay, I think that's enough for the little intro. Let's go ahead and take a tour of all the new stuff. Oh my gosh, I don't know where to start. Maybe we'll start with the biggest thing, which is these big, beautiful prints. Okay, I've moved things out of the way so that we can now talk about these giant, beautiful prints. So essentially what they are, because I've never gotten prints made, is that they are a really thick, sort of high quality postcard. Apparently, this is a postcard size, which I didn't know. They're 6 inches by 11 inches. So these are really big. So just for scale with my hand here, again, 6 inches by 11 inches is the measurement on this. And let me tell you, they are so cool, so detailed and vibrant that I thought that this size, like the ratio, would be perfect for tarot cards. I went ahead and got them made, and what I did was I upped the paper weight on them so they're a little bit thicker than, say, like a normal... I mean, they're like a postcard, but I got a certain finish on them. It has like a matte feel to them. They're slightly thicker, so they really do feel like a nice sort of quality print. Something else with these two, I haven't done it with these ones that you're going to see here, is that I am going to sign the back of all of them because I only got so many of these made. As you would imagine, this was quite the investment on my end to get these printed, and just not knowing how they were going to do, and that I kind of was ordering them for an in-person event, I decided to keep my quantities on the lower side. If you know you want to get your hands on one of these, I would be hopping over to the shop because I don't have many of them, okay? But let's go ahead and take a look at all the prints that I got made. I decided to do 6 different tarot cards, and these 6 cards are a combination of either my favorite cards that I've made so far, they're newer designs that I haven't made any sort of merch out of yet. Not that I've really merched a lot of my tarot cards yet. And they're cards that I know that I'm not going to be messing with because this fall I'm going to be working on the Occupied Oracle project and diving back into the tarot project. I am not doing a sticker advent this year. So when we do get to those tarot stickers, this may be sort of the last batch of new stickers that I do for this year because I'm not doing the advent calendar this year because I want to focus on all these other projects that I have going on, like the Tarot Card Project and the Occupied Oracle Project. Okay, so first up, we have the Devil, which this card in particular is one of my absolute favorites. All of the detailing there was done, you know, with a brush and liquid ink, and I absolutely just love his design and all the little pills everywhere and just the way that this turned out. It's one of my favorite cards that I've created for the deck so far. But just to show you in the print, it has picked up every little bit of detail, from the tearing that I had added in the paper in the background to the texture of the oil pastel. I mean, the detail is in there. It is pretty crazy. All of the line work, the print really does capture all of that in there. So I'm really, really, oh, this is one of my absolute favorite ones. And let me tell you, these look really cool framed, but they're also just really cool because of how big they are, just pinned up on a wall. And you could just line them up if you wanted to, do like a set of 3. They look amazing. I'm absolutely thrilled. The next one is the Magician. I got this one printed because it was a bit of a fan favorite when I originally had made and designed this card. It's incredibly vibrant. I don't know if my camera is really doing it justice here. There's a lot of color packed into this with the bright sort of like neon in the background. The detailing, again, this is a playing card that I used in the back here, and you can see the tear from when I sort of ripped it and layered it in there. All the little details of the dots, the confetti pieces that I hand cut and sort of stuck in there. And then of course the bunnies, right? That was one of the big things of why people loved this card, was the bunnies that was put in there. Even just the line work of his mustache. He was one that I knew I was going to get printed because I don't plan on really messing with him. I was so happy with the way he had turned out. Next up we have the Empress, which I just feel like she is fitting for sort of re-entering back into my creative endeavors on this project, and just really diving into my creative process and creativity this fall is going to be kind of my main goal. So wanted to get her made, and I don't think I've gotten anything printed with her as of yet. She was originally part of a High Priestess card, but then I reworked the High Priestess and the Empress card and moved some of the imagery around, and for me, she's better suited as an Empress than a High Priestess, in my opinion. The print does capture all the details though, like the little bit of a drop shadow that is behind the stars. That is because each one of these it's all done by hand, right? The originals are all hand painted, hand illustrated, and the print picks that up. You can see that those stars are kind of like floating on top there, and I just really love kind of the way that it had turned out. So the Empress is in this batch. Very happy about that. We have the Hierophant. He is a newer card of sort of the ones that I had done, so I really wanted to include him. Again, I'm just really happy with how the illustration turned out. All the little detailing of the keys, paint pen dots kind of happening in the background. He's just got such a fierce, wise look about him, right? So yeah, he's a fun one and good variety, right? I was trying to pick cards too that had each one was a little bit different. The colors are different. So if you were going to get more than one, you could see how, even just in this little pile here, how cool they kind of look all next to each other. The Sun I got printed because, well, A, I really love this card and I don't plan on messing with it. But B, this is actually James's favorite card that I have done in my Bybun Tarot deck. He just really likes the way that the skull had turned out. So even once he saw these prints in real life, his first question was, can I get a sun print for the back house for my office? Which I, of course, hooked him up. But yeah, this is kind of a bit of a personal touch, is that this is James's favorite card. And very fitting for his personality that he would choose the sun, even though, of course, mine has a bit of a spooky take on it, but still fun nonetheless. I actually see where maybe I would go back and add a little bit more detailing. I don't know. I have to get to a point where I just need to stop messing with them, which I will probably come to learn this fall as I return back to the project. The Star, had to get her printed because I just love this card. I love the Star in general, but I especially love just my version of it. And what is fun about this one is that you can really see how, for my illustrations, I use vintage paper, vintage or found paper. So you can see some handwriting here and a header that was on this particular one, which is from wherever the paper came from, and I don't know. So it's just cool that even in the print, it sort of picked up that little bit of ballpoint that was on the original paper, and of course all of the detailing in this one. Lots of line work for all of the water pooling at the bottom and running through her hands. And again, my camera is not doing it justice, how my printer was actually able, my printer meaning the company that I used to get these printed. These are all professionally printed. I don't do any printing myself. but how they were, they did manage to capture, though, the little neon pops throughout, which is very challenging to do when scanning artwork and getting things sort of actually printed. So I'm really, really happy with that. So there are the 6 prints. They are going to be offered individually, so you can buy, pick them up one at a time there in the shop. But I felt like this was a really fun sort of range of designs and prints, and colors and things to look at, and certainly card meanings, right? I think that there's among this pile a nice range from the major arcana for you to kind of pick out. I am thinking once I sell out of these prints, I do suspect I'm going to sell out of them, that I think rather than getting these reprinted, I would then pull another 6 cards. So I do think that these large format prints, because I'm so happy with the way that they turned out, this is something I plan on sort of doing for the whole major arcana, especially because I'm so close to getting it done. Yeah, I just think it'd be a fun sort of like collector thing to, get all of the major arcana done in these sort of large scale prints is just really, really cool. Okay, so we've got the prints. Let's move on now to the stickers, because I had to do it. Had to get some little tarot stickers made. So I took those same 6 designs that I got made into prints and made them into small scale little stickers. And then I just also took 2 other favorites that are my personal favorite and crowd favorites and got them made into a larger round sticker as well. All of these stickers are vinyl, so you can put them on your water bottles, on whatever, and they're going to hold up, which I think is really fun. But this particular shape is really fun because they literally look like little baby tarot cards, and it is amazing. When I got these stickers and I got those prints, that is what shifted my whole mindset about wanting to return to this project, because it was the first time I really saw something made in sort of a tarot shape like this, and it was such a huge slap in the face of like, wow, okay, this is what my deck could potentially look like. This is amazing. And that's why I'm just super excited about it and want to return back to working on it. So it's the same 6 cards that were in the prints. We have the Magician, the Devil, of course. I need to get him on a water bottle, I think, because he is just so cool. The Hierophant. This one turned out really great. The coloring in the background there. Oh, love it. We have the Empress, the Star, and of course the Sun. Again, I always think of James when I see that one. And then I got 2 of the larger round stickers made. Again, vinyl. They're super thick and sturdy. And they've got that nice, just smooth, sort of matte finish to them. I'm really drifting away from glossy stickers, and I really like just the smooth sort of matte finish on them. So the crowd favorite of the Magician, a fun little kind of close-up. And then a close-up of the Star as well. Again, really loving that it picks up the things that are kind of on that vintage found paper in the original illustration. So those are the tarot stickers and prints. And then I did just want to share really quickly, because I had a little summer drop in between my last merch drop and this one. I had some summerween stickers. They came out, and some mini journals. You guys swooped in on the mini journals. Those are goners. They're totally gone. I will probably make another batch of, and when I say mini journals, I mean like blank, already assembled, ready to go ones. I'll probably make another small batch of those come Christmas time, because I think that they would make good like Christmas gifts. And because I'm not doing the Advent, I thought that would work well. But when I launched kind of the restock of the blank mini journals, I did put out some new summerween stickers, and these are very low quantity. So this is kind of like potentially last chance to grab these, especially the popsicles. These went really well. These sold really well, and I also sold a bunch of them at the in-person event that I had last weekend. So very low inventory on these guys, and I have a lot of these, not as many on the spider melon options here. So yeah, we got the spider melon, nice big. These are big ones. We've got the cherry eye, which I love, and I have put this on the cover of one of my sketchbooks, and it is so fun, let me tell you. And then of course we have the spooky popsicles with the slime and the Halloween colors, but kind of fitting right for the season ahead. It's all sort of spooky vibes and fun. And I think it pairs well as well with some of the tarot stuff too. Okay, so there we have it, guys. There is your up close and personal look at all of the new tarot goodies hitting the shop right now. Again, a link will be pinned down below in the comments as well as in the description. If you want to get your paws on any of this, I am just so proud. I'm so proud of these prints. And even the little stickers. I know I get stickers made all the time, but I am really happy with the way that these turned out. But especially the prints, because this is kind of new territory for me. I've never really gotten something, you know, at this scale printed. This is the closest to like a real art print that I have gotten. And I'm very proud, obviously, of the artwork itself. The tarot project, you know, on its own, I just am really passionate and love that so much. But it's just really cool to know that now they're in this sort of format and could be, you know, in an envelope on their way to you and on a wall somewhere. Is just kind of crazy to think about. But anyhow, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. As always, there's never any pressure to buy stuff out of my shop. I just do this so that you can really get an up close look at sort of all the new things. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them for me in the comments down below. And as always, just watching this video, liking, commenting, sharing, whatever, is an amazing way to support me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.